somebody who is running a tourism business. So all these different sectors within the blue economy require tailored solutions to their problem. So I think the clustering is what's blocking most of the entrepreneurs from, moving. And not all entrepreneurs want to grow a big business. Some want to remain small. And that's also okay. So I think the first thing is to understand. That's why I say it's very crucial for solution providers to talk to the entrepreneurs to understand what is it that they're looking for. Do they want to grow? Do they want to remain small? What are they hoping to achieve? And is it necessary for them to be digitized or not? Because not everybody needs to be digitized. And the other thing is also trying to localize the solutions, because we are seeing a lot of copy-paste from the Western world trying to be implemented here. They're not going to work. So our solutions need to be localized in collaboration with the entrepreneurs themselves that we're trying to serve. But when it comes to digitalization at some point, when you want to exist as an entrepreneur, to think about digitalization, and it doesn't have to be a website. It can be SMS based digitalization. So it is what meets your need as an entrepreneur and the customer base that you're serving. And I think that's what needs to be, sort of tailored to fit the needs of the entrepreneur. And the last thing I would like to say is majority of the small business owners, they have no access to networks. So it's good that SoteHub is creating this network of people, because through the networks, that's where you meet other investors. So you meet investors, you meet other entrepreneurs who are facing, challenges that you're facing yourself. And that's one of the biggest hurdles that we see with a lot of African entrepreneurs is access to the networks. Without the networks, you don't have access to so many things that come with it.
Thank you very much. So we've talked networks, access to networks, we've talked payment processing, we've talked KMA and training, we've talked a little bit of policy, strategy with the Office of the President, and I think that covers everything an entrepreneur and anybody in the blue economy needs to prosper. Unless anybody has a question, I would ask that we clap for my very...
One thing is, if you're an entrepreneur, kama wewe ni unamfanya biashara, kama hauna wateja, si biashara, ni hobby, right? So just to translate from the non-Swahili speakers, if you're an entrepreneur and you don't have customers, you have a hobby, you don't have a business. So I think a lot of people are trying to get funding while they can actually fund their businesses based on customers that they're serving. If you have customers that are buying the products or services that you're providing, then you have a business, and you can actually, we are encouraging more entrepreneurs to try get their business funded by their customers.
Sustainability, that's key. Sustainability. There is a question, yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Hamad Tenguri, representing Lavishat Company. My concern is about digitalizing, that has been said, and I believe currently the world is going digital, and mainstream medias have taken a slot of amplifying other issues rather than the core things that affect the human life. So my question is, in the aspect of preparing the policies and issues that govern the youthful generation that is yet coming to take over this generation, what is it done? Because I believe as much as there is no job, but majority of us youths have followers, have numbers online. Yeah. So can't we use that followership that we have online so that we can propel the information? This event is so good, but it's benefiting the few who have attended. The majority are outside there. If we can get that engagement of followers or people who are influencers in a way, or young entrepreneurs who have digital companies that can be incorporated and work vis-a-vis with the blue economy chapter, so that we can reach a big number of people and also encourage others to embrace what is done within the society and shall benefit them in few times to come. Thank you so much. You can Google Lavishat TV online. We also have a radio station that is yet to be approved by the Communication Authority of Kenya. we've been secured with the frequency in Mombasa, Kwale, and Kilifi County. Looking forward to work with you guys.
Thank you.
It's an excellent question, and I just want to acknowledge and reiterate that we hear that and we see that as well. I think one example, I had the chance to work with Google for startups before joining Stripe, where we see a lot of that initial media exposure and working with an influencer, even just getting a global campaign, can actually be enough due diligence for an investor to later on come in and fund a company. So I think that kind of partnership and working with digital collaborators, whether it's a company or it's an influencer or it's a platform within policy, is the way to go. And I really applaud this platform as well of SoToHub collaborating both with governments and entrepreneurs to bring more of that. So that's my 2 cents.
On the aspect of Google, I remember nowadays all these developers who've come up with these social media platforms are now imposing charges. I don't know how you are going to